What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys been out there building shit. Believing in your own God-given hands. Taking on new projects, learning new skills. So, today, welcome to my house. It's a 96 Country coach. And the issue that we're having is the old fluorescent lights. They're flickering, they're not working no more. You know, sometimes you can shut that one off and then that one kind of sort of works, but still not really, as you see. So we're wanting to upgrade this to LED. So I'm going to show you guys what we ordered and what our thoughts are. So these are the ones that we ordered. This is not an endorsement. I just got on Amazon and looked for cheap sets. And I didn't want to buy a whole bunch, but I wanted to buy enough that it made it worth the purchase, you know, versus if you buy one at a time, it's, you know, like $15. If you buy three at a time, it's only, you know, 25, or, you know, four at a time, it's only 25. So you know, it's worth getting more at a time. So we got 4 of these tubes, and we bought 5 of these ceiling ones. And our plan is to put these into the existing fixtures and whatnot. So I'm going to show you guys. Alrighty guys, so if you look at this, it will fit. You know, I ordered them to the dimensions that they would fit inside of here. So my plan is to unscrew the 4 screws, pull that down, and then basically gut the old ballast and fluorescent tubes and their holders and stuff, to where I can just mount this up in there, wire it directly to the 12 volt, leave the switch in the on position, to where when I turn on the switch on my wall, these come on, but they'll be underneath the original wooden and, you know, matching and pretty covers. Now, as you see with these, I basically did the same thing, but I was thinking that I'd wire these up in parallel, have 2 of them, and give that a shot too, and see, you know, we're going to see which we like better. So that comes down. Let's just loosen in those 4 screws. So now we're up into this. Make sure your power's off, guys, before you get too deep in this. So now we're taking down this whole metal thing. And if you notice, you don't need the metal thing to connect your wood, at least on mine. See, my screws going out here, so I could remove this whole thing and be good. But I don't think I'm going to. I think that I'm just going to remove all the bulbs and the ballast and stuff, and so that I can screw my new ones to this, you know, this backing plate, the metal. But now I got 2 more screws down here, there and there, to pull out. And then I'm going to pull this down and we'll get a look at it on the bed. Alright guys, so got those 4 screws out, and it was able to drop down here. Got the bulbs out, and so that I don't end up dropping them and breaking them. Now you see how these little rivets are over this. On this end, I just squeezed it together and popped them out. And I'm going to do that the same on this side. And it looks like you got to kind of slide sideways, and then this will pop off, and so that you can get to all your little wire nuts. Don't pull too hard on your wires up here. You don't want a lot of weight hanging there, or you know, damage. Alright YouTube, so that's with the cover off, and is all we're worried about right now is these wire nuts. We want to release the main wires coming into this. Alright guys, so I've got 4 wires up there. 2 are green and 2 are black. So 2 are positive, 2 are negative of 12 volt. They came into this. So now I've just got to strip off this ballast. I really don't need these ends, but I think I'm just going to cut the wires and leave the ends. Yeah, so, and then I'll attach one of my lights to this, you know, bucket. And really is why I'm doing that, is to keep a good seal up here, and you know, yeah, just mainly to keep a good seal up there. Keep it sealed up, keep it nice. and this already fits it, so why make something else when I can just strip this down and repurpose it. Alright guys, so disconnected these. I'm just going to go ahead and leave them. Disconnected this, and I'm going to pull that out too, so that now it's stripped down. Right, YouTube, so I wired this up just to get a quick test what it looks like, and then I'm going to look at the other one, see what it looks like, and decide which we want up above, which we want, you know, what we want to put down here and what we want up in the roof. So there it is. I'm going to tip it up so we can see it like a downward light, you know. It's not super bright, but with two of them, I think it would be adequate. So there's that one to test this one. I like this one's light a lot better from the up high. I think I'm going to put the tubes down in there and put this kind up in here. So now for the adaptation. And for anybody that was confused with the black and green, the black is hot, the green is negative. So from the light, the red will go to the black from the motorhome, which is hot, positive, red. The black from the light, which is negative, goes to the green. That's the ground. So it's a little bit odd, but that's how they did it in the motorhome. Alright guys, so now to the next adaptation problem. And this is, you know, you just go through things like this. But I ordered these to fit inside of that. I didn't realize that this came in and slanted down. So this is actually a little too wide. So I'm going to have, well, I already planned on taking these off because that's just, you know, going to diffuse more of the light than we want. You know, we want it all to come through. So I already plan on taking these off, but now I think I'm going to cut down around this so that it's smaller, so that it fits in here to where I can just double sticky tape it right there. I just used the angle grinder with a metal cutoff wheel and slim this down. Hopefully it'll fit now. Let's go in and try it. So after I cut it down, got it fitted in there. I tried to use some double sticky tape to hold them, but it just wasn't working because there were some high spots on the back and stuff. It just wasn't letting it contact properly. So I ended up doing 2 holes in each location through this backing to where I could loop zip ties, and I just zip tied it. And people are probably going to think that's a little bit hokey and a little bit cheesy, but I'm going to be honest, you can't see it. Nobody's ever going to know. They're super cheap. They're super easy to replace. Literally, I can get these out and, you know, and release all this quicker than you can do screws, and then I could reattach it quicker than you can do screws. So, it's my place. Alright, YouTube. So I got that mounted in there and hooked up. Just to remind you guys, the green goes to the black to the red, as pictured. Now I can get that wooden cover back on. And now I've got a new LED in my beautiful old matching wooden covered light fixtures. Now I'm going to get that one off and show you guys how I retrofit it. Alrighty guys, so now I've got a working light up there. Alright YouTube, so now we're on to this one down here. It's called a thin light. And to get the cover off, just pushed in on one side to where that little lip comes out and down, and then the back side comes out, you know. Now I just got the 4 screws to take loose, and I'll pull this one down. There we go. I went ahead and just pulled as much wire out as I could and cut it from the back of the light to where that's plenty for me to connect into my new light. So now let's go over here and retrofit these other kind of bulbs. So we got this one stripped down. So for this time, I'm going to leave the switch. And over there, I actually disconnected the switch. I didn't cut that one. I cut the white one. I just disconnected the plug from the switch on this side so I can reconnect that. But this one will go into the light. This one, the power will come into the switch, and that'll go to the light to where I still got a switch for the under the counter. So it's separate from the roof. There we go, guys. I got this, you know, the ballast and stuff stripped out. Left those again. Got the red going into the switch. So I'll bring the black up to the switch, and then the green will go to this black. So now to get it reconnected. So we only went with one down here because that light works in conjunction with that one. So that one comes on, and then you've got the option to turn this one on with this little switch. But now we've got that one retrofitted in, and really for way less money than it would have costed to even just replace the ballast or get new bulbs for these old fluorescents. So, you know, it's definitely a good upgrade. Till next time, believe in yourselves, guys. Keep building shit. Alrighty, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. Till next time, believe in your own two God-given hands. Take on new projects. Keep building shit.